Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's half past the hour, and I've made chat testy. Press some buttons. But we're drafting. We're here. I haven't left you. We're going to do some Zendikar Rising. It actually won the voting today. I've offered up Kaladesh Remastered or Zendikar Rising basically for vote every day since Kaladesh has appeared, and this is the first Zendikar win, but it's been closing in on it. It's finally won the day, and I'm cool with that. I really like this format a lot, so I'm happy to jump back in. We are on actually my free-to-play 2 account. I'm going to adjust that right here. I just gave this note to somebody on YouTube who made a comment on YouTube, but some people, I know my longtime viewers and longtime watchers have heard this all before, but it's amazing the number. It's always somebody's first time hearing this piece of advice. If you find yourself playing beyond 4 wins a day and you heavily value the draft experience, you should probably have a second account on Arena, because after the 4th win, they stop paying you 100 gold plus per win. And if you switch to a side account, you can play on 2 different accounts. And if you mostly care about drafting anyway, it doesn't really matter whether you're collection building on your second account. You're just there to get some draft experience in. And you can go and move to your second account to play on an account that is still paying you 100 plus gold to play, completing quests and winning games. So if you hop around accounts when you realize that you've been playing beyond 4 wins a day, you're going to realize that is the best way to optimize your value for your draft experience. And if you want to optimize your value for your tabletop Magic experience, though, you're going to keep Card Kingdom on your radar. That's the other advice I give all the time, which is don't stick to just one place, but make sure you're doing your shopping, doing your due diligence, checking your prices. But always make sure you're keeping Card Kingdom on that radar, because sometimes they're going to win your business. Maybe a lot of the time they win my business. And when they do, I'm never disappointed. I get exactly what I ordered quicker than I expect and at or better condition than I expect basically every time. And I really value that consistency. I value that inventory. I know that if I'm itching to get that one specific card, they are as likely as basically any retailer out there to have it. And I know that if they don't have it, they're looking for it. So I would like you, on my behalf, to check out Card Kingdom via one of my many affiliate links in the panels below, in the YouTube notes, or in the chat here. And that hooks up your business to my stream and helps keep me on the air, helps keep them happy with me. So the other thing I was getting at, though, the real benefit of this gold grind, of grinding across multiple accounts, is that you drive up your gold more quickly. But you earn more gold for your play overall, and by earning more gold for your play overall, you get these effectively free drafts. Today we have 10,000 gold, and it means we get to draft on the house. Any gems we take away from this are pure profit, and it's the pure profit from these gold entry drafts that really help close the gap on what is effectively inevitably negative EV on the events themselves. Most players are not good enough to expect that they're gonna, on average, leave an event with more than they spent to enter. But the gold you can earn and the free drafts you can get from it can really help mitigate that. All right. Well, we've got a very nice cleric rare. Someone was saying this is not that great. We've talked about this. Rare seems to follow me around a bit. It's a heck of a hill giant, and then when it or another cleric dies, you can reanimate, zombify something smaller, a smaller cleric. Whew. So yeah, it's great, but I kind of agree with Fenor, though. As enamored as I am with Aura, the correct pick is probably just the Blood Chief's Thirst. This is going to go in any black deck, regardless of whether it's white-black. We are basically sending a signal to do this, though. The gold card. Let's see, what else is good here? That's the thing. Like, maybe somebody takes the takedown. Takedown is pretty darn good for a Spland here. But yeah, I can send the signal. We just have to be aware that we're sending it. So I'm going to take the thirst and know and kind of understand what we've done here. So here we go. We can take a Cleric of Life's Bond, know that we sent the rare, but still, you say punished, but this is not necessarily punish. You know, we can still do this thing. We could take the expert. Yeah, Jinx, that's what I was going to say. Jinx says take the expert. This continues to keep you open. You can end up, we can end up rogues here, you know. Or could come back. I don't think it's likely, but I am willing to take the Cleric of Life's Bond. And if the Celebrant comes back, we're just golden. I don't blame you for taking the expert. I think the expert is maybe the grown-up pick here. But the power level of Life's Bond and being in a good Cleric's deck is high enough that I'm gonna hedge here. It's so good. And see, then we can take a Celebrant here over Beckoning to continue to try and press this pair. The only other thing really competing with it would be something like Royal Mage. And Royal Mage, I mean, we could be blue-black, right? Royal Mage, Blood Chief's Thirst, that's a real combo. But Celebrant is, I mean, this is a heck of an opening. I mean, if we were on Cleric, Rare, Cleric of Life's Bond, Celebrant, that might even be a more impressive-looking Cleric opening, but I still like the Thirst pick. Yeah, haven't seen anything, like, there's been decent blue, right? Like, Esper has been the stuff we're seeing anyway. Oh, and then we get a Shepherd. Stonework Pack Beast is appealing. This is where we get into signaling stuff again, because I think maybe Pack Beast in a vacuum is more appealing than a Shepherd, because it's also a Cleric, but it's a 2-drop Cleric. It's really glue-like for any deck. But we really want to send the signal to, because remember talking about knowing that we sent that rare Cleric downstream. If we can keep obvious Cleric stuff from making it for the next few picks, it does send a good follow-up signal. Hey, stay out. Clerics actually aren't open. So I'm in this for, yeah, I'm with Brewer's Choice. We really want to cut the Clerics, and this does that. And so does this. Blue is certainly the second most open thing. Thankfully, we're getting a lot of great Cleric picks. Now, if we wheel the rare, I'm going to stop streaming for the day and go buy a lottery ticket real quick, just so you know. Just so if you know why why the stream just snaps off. And a Blood Priest? Easy way indeed. We don't have any Clerics here, but we have a good sign that we're at least in the right color. Like getting this Spland Rogue is something else, you know? This is great. Adept, also solid. Dauntless Unity might be playable in Clerics if you're going wide enough, but this is a pretty easy Spland. This is our last fresh pick, and it's filled with stuff for us. I think I want Beckoning #1 over, like, a Kite Sail Cleric, but I'd even play this, and this is a little bit more aggressive than I think a lot of the Cleric decks are. Yeah, this is a pretty late Mace, but you really got to want to be in that pair. But I love having a Beckoning here. That's great. All right, here's our pick 1. I don't have to snap off the stream. The rare did not wheel. But I hope we've sent a powerful signal. I'm going to take the Mesa Lynx and hope we don't run it. What did you like, Radianware? You got a big no. Oh, wow, look, it came back. That's great. I was looking at chat and then looked up and saw the Celebrant returned. Woo! Yeah, maybe somebody snapped that rare, but we can't have a Cleric drafter closer to us, right? Don't worry, we'll open that rare again, pack 2, and this time we'll take it. Yeah, somebody took the rare just because it's like, this is too good to leave here and there's nothing for me, right? They could have taken the rare and then never seen anything else, etc. Yeah. Do we want a silencer? Are we ever playing a silencer? It just feels like we're never playing this. Although, I think I'll take it over a base camp. I mean, this would be a gem, a vault pick anyway. So we'll take a silencer in case. I don't see how we end up playing that, but you know, in case. Electromancer still being here is very shocking to me. No pun intended. Electromancer is throwing around some bolts, but we're going to take a Resolute Strike, and it's potentially playable if we're low down enough as a cleric deck. This is not a great open for us at all. We have Shepherd, and that's basically it. Shepherd and nothing to wheel even. Ugh. Yeah, Shepherd is fine, but there's nothing even to wheel. I guess we wheel a Dauntless and maybe. Ugh. Still, Shepherd is good, yes, but this is obviously a disappointing open because Shepherd is not necessarily crazy powerful, and there's nothing in here to wheel. But we take it. Maybe we'll get it past a sweet rare because the person to our left is successfully cut off from black-white. Well, we wheeled the Celebrants before. Do we take a Pack Beast to be better on curve? Or just take another Celebrant and not be not risk it? I don't think our twos are looking fine. I think that's an like, I don't want to play this. Our twos are looking quite needy, if you ask me. I'm going to take Pack Beast because the Celebrant wheeled in Pack 1. I'm going to take a risk. We have 2 already. Let's say we don't wheel this. We're still pretty reasonably likely to find like a 3rd Celebrant before this draft is over, and 3 is a lot, and we just don't have a ton of 2s right now. I'm going to take it. If we had no Celebrants, this would be no question. It's that we have 2 already, and can even get a 3rd if we get, yeah, I'd even run 4, but keep in mind, I'm also somewhat taking a chance on trying to wheel that. There is an attempt to wheel happening here, and we get an Attended Healer. That's a nice pickup. That's a Windmill Slam for us. And it's somewhat of a go wide engine, so now maybe I do want to look for wheeling that Unity and playing that Unity. So Pack 2, pick 9 Unity would be good. Well, we'll see, Fenor. Maybe we have hooked up the person who took the rare cleric from our Pack 1, pick 1, and gave them a signal that they can still find their way into clerics. Hopefully not, but I also feel like if whoever took the rare has locked into clerics, they've locked into clerics. It's unlikely the Celebrant just like cements it at that point. It seems like here's another Pack Beast, but we can get a 2-mana cleric that gains life and is a land. So we're going to take the Spland Cleric over the Beast Cleric. This has the benefit of more power and potentially helping a splash and also helping other party mechanics. But this has the life gain that triggers things like life spawn, you know, so it has a land on the other side. That's very nice. That land on the other side part. Well, I'm going to take gems here. Don't need Oblivion's Hunger in this deck. Don't want another Mesa Lynx. This is time for gems. Although, you know, this is my side account where I don't really look to build a collection or worry about eventually getting to gems. But whatever, I'm still going to model the behavior. I'd still just instinctively want to take a rare given the economy. Yeah, Lynx. We already have a Lynx in the sideboard. Ooh, I saw Takedown. And I kind of want the Takedown, but there is a Blight Priest. Maybe I just need the Blight Priest to really solidify those 2s. You think Takedown? That was my I saw that and got super excited, and then saw this and thought, all right, I'll take the removal. Chat is on board. Another attendant healer. Help, chat, help. Now what? Now what? What do I do? Blood Priest, Celebrant, Healer. Can we just scoop this one up and move to pack 3, please? I'm taking another healer. Another Celebrant we're having to pass, but hopefully we wheel that other one then. Another Pack Beast is great. There's a coveted prize that we can't really play. We're not going to have party. If you reliably have like 3 party, you could play this, but we're not there. We're going to take a Pack Beast. Now let's see if we wheel, get some of the wheeling I was hoping for. So here's the Dauntless Unity. Like, this is literally every white and black card that was in the pack is still here. I know it was a dead pack for our colors, but this is a great sign that literally nothing in our colors was taken. You want Vampire? Are we ever playing a Vampire? Yeah, I'm taking Unity. There's a chance we play Unity. I think something's gone horribly wrong if we're playing the Vampire. Yeah, that's fair. I guess Shepherd gets some benefit from Vamp. The Vampire seems so unappealing to me, though. If we're a little short, I get it, yeah. Maybe a Smite makes the cut if we don't feel like we have enough removal. But yeah, I think we're in the right place, and I don't think we're gonna... Like, this seems so open that I don't think we're gonna need to worry about cards like the Vampire. Yeah, Blight Priest is the thing we need, right, Razor? Although Journey... pretty good. Expedition Healer also good. Binding is worse than Journey. Crawling Barrens is quite good. Kind of want the Barrens, but this is really good interaction. No, it's Journey or Barrens, and Barrens is right up there. Barrens can kind of win games on its own. I really want the interaction, but also, yeah, let's take the Barrens. We're gonna wheel somebody. If there's anybody else in white, they'll take the Journey. We'll probably wheel the Binding, if not the healer. We'll certainly wheel the healer. So I'm gonna try that. Let's take that. And here's a Vanquish for some more interaction over the Sellsword, I think, over the Skulker. Over the Mind Drain. Another healer. Holy moly. But there's a Blight Priest. I think we just take the healer, though. Isn't healer just like a better Blight Priest in terms of You say you want the Blight Priest combo, but don't we want the healer combo? Like, I mean, what's better, spitting out 1 damage or spitting out 1/1s? I mean, they both do the thing. I'm gonna take the healer. Yeah, curve is a consideration too, and the only 4s we have are the healers we have already. That was a tough pick. Now we've got Thwart, I think, over Shepherd number 3. Does push up my desire, the Stoneworks are really nice with the Thwart. In the sense that they make it cheaper. Here we go, get in our deck, Blight Priest. Glad to see you, glad to see you. I don't think we're going to have full party much, but with the Pack Beasts, it's not awful, and it's going to be a 2/2 anyway, right? We're like, well, it's going to be a 1/2. I don't know how good this is, but I guess we take it over. I'm going to take it and we'll see. It's a Cleric, but it's not a particularly... Oh, hello. Okay, now I'm liking this more. I don't know if we can get to it, but look at this Pack Beast. The Raptor does do stuff. I would play a Raptor, but look at all these Pack Beasts. We just get all the Pack Beasts. And here's that healer we wanted back. I don't even know, gang. This is silly. All we're missing is that that sweet cleric rare. Another mace, but nobody seems to be in that pair. Oh my god. Never. I don't think we're playing a disenchant in best of one. Another healer. I think we're going with like double dauntless. Go seriously wide healers. We'll see. Yeah, I might have to cut the dauntlesses, but you can see why I'd be I'm going to try to play one. Damn it, we're playing a dauntless unity. We're playing a... Look at this! But maybe we don't. Maybe our deck is just too good, but it seems so good with the 3 healers. All right, now let's spland it over here so we understand what we are cutting towards. This Resolute Strike can go for sure. Let's get rid of that immediately. Is there any other immediatelys? It is probably the first cut on the block, honestly. It's probably the worst card in here, but it's just so interesting with the triple healers. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I'll get out of your way, and then we'll count this. We got 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 20. If we boom, boom, we're at 18 with some splans. That's 3 cuts. Yeah, only one Blood Priest is, I guess, the quote drawback. Here, I'll do this as well. And we'll take a look at our numbers real quick. 21 creatures, 7 non-creatures. Archpriest. Parent number of creatures in your party. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have full party. It's not even that amazing. Yeah, I think if we're cutting a creature, we cut... I know we could live the dream of pack beasting, but it's not even... Even if we do it, we haven't really done it. You know what I mean? I'm going to cut that. We still might want 4 beasts. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I really like having 8 2-drops. I think that's good. Fine. I'll give up on the Unity for now, but I may come back and run that at some point. And 7 is enough. We could do this and still have plenty of creatures, plenty of clerics. No, I'm not ditching a shepherd. They're a lovely, lovely top end. And why would we cut an expedition healer before a pack beast? And I mean, I get it. Like, you want the pack beast to make Thwart the Grave cheaper or whatever, but that's like all it does. The only use for this as a non-cleric is the thwart, right? Is there anything else? Shepherd, thank you. Extra 2 life on Shepherd. So that's the extra benefit. That's what it gives beyond that. But I think basically the extra 2 life that you would get from a triggered Shepherd from a pack beast, you get from 1 swing with a healer. Incredible. I mean, you have a good deck when you care about party creature type and you're cutting a pack beast. Yeah, a little light on interaction. We chose Crawling Barrens over Journey and the one white pacifism effect, and neither of them came back. That was one of the bigger disappointments of the draft. But really, yeah, the weakness of this deck is that we only have Blood Chief's Thirst, Vanquish. What else? Takedown. Yeah, that's our real problem, is that that's our removal suite. That we have a 3-card removal suite. So really, we need to be pretty aggressive. Yeah, we could bring in the Smite. That's fair. Over what is always the question. We could do even another. I don't want to go to 6 2s. Yeah, I'm going to keep it as is. I'm not going to bring in maybe removal. We do have a reach game plan that doesn't need to remove to get through. And we have a Thwart and well, we also have Blood Beckoning. I do like the name Healer's Choice. That's good. We'll go with that. Anybody redeem? Anything? This is also side account. Can I set these as default or something? Yeah, here we go. And do this. Ah, man. All right, I got to do my own mental game of, okay, if I were to run a Dauntless Unity, I would cut what? Again, probably, quote, worst creature, which is going to be... Maybe I cut a Spland at that point or something. No. I just really want to try the Unity for all the go wide we're going to do here, but that's all right. Let's go. Yeah, that's the thing. It just can't be right to cut a Celebrant from this deck. It's such an engine card for all the payoffs that we have, and we have some significant payoffs. So, yeah, that's what I was looking at. The Rogue Spell Land is an option, Silo. Let's consider that. I still wanted the... I ultimately still... Yeah, see, ultimately still agree with Fenor that cutting the Spland wasn't correct. But I was eyeing it, so I'm at least going to use that as my, well, do I wish this was a Unity here? Anyway, let's get going, and we'll see what y'all think of this on the par poll. I would personally never go for 7. I don't think you can average 7 wins, but I'm thinking this is like this is a 5er for me. Yeah, I guess because it's a 5er, it means it's going to be an Ofer, right? This looks good, though. Need a 3. Got a lot of those. Yeah, too good to live, right? Too good to succeed. Too big to fail. Too good to succeed. Yeah, land number 4 and or play for turn 3 would be nice. Now we've got... play for turn 3 at least. Could even go Thirst Pack Beast if we want to clear out a blocker. Tough to use a Blood Chief's Thirst this early, though, when we know it's the best of our 3 pieces of removal. It might be worth it on tempo, but we'll see. Let's see what they come up with to... yeah, I don't think it's worth either of these, right? Although... at some point, we got to make the attended healers work. Interesting. Do you want to play this as land number 4 or as another cleric? The thing is, this is real good with these healers. Marshall will be so disappointed with all of you. We need to get to 4? What happens if we don't get to 4 on 4? For those of you saying, like, we need to get to, like, what's the concept? Like, if we don't get to 4 on 4, we're just we're behind on the healer by a turn, right? I'll go with the bulk of chat, but I would be greedy. I was out of hourglasses, so I just went with the chat voting. But I would have been greedy. Nonsense.
Point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed is good.
Well, a 1/3 is contextual. A 1/3 is quite effective on this board to stall early, and it gains you 2 life. So gains life, and also it gains us life ostensibly after we've played healers. I'm not going to attack yet. If I'm going to throw away the healer to get some... Throw this expedition healer away to get some attended healer counter tokens, I want to have both of these out. Let's get both. And then, is it? Oh, first time. So it has to be out. It's not like end of turn if you gained life. I had to read a card there. Sometimes I do that. Canyon Jerboa doing something. What's that about? If they attack here, though, I'm blocking with Pack Beast. Thank you for the sub. Hey, Rob, this is for you. Thanks for being a good sport.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
No, blah, blah, blah!
Yeah, we'll take this trade, no problem. Ooh. Let's go healer number 2. And then they don't seem to have removal. You like healer and swing? Yeah, we could do healer and swing. Since we're getting the celebrant, I suppose. Yeah. We can... I like, we're never going to be able to, like, save this. Whenever we finally do attack with this, they're going to be able to trade off for it. And we do have an engine replacement in hand, which is the key thing. And we have engines on board. I mean, they can give each other lifelink and whatnot. But this is worth it, I believe. Exactly. It's not like we're going to get more value out of this. This is what it's going to do for us, so let's do it. I mean, I guess if we get a third attendant healer, then we could have gotten more value out of it. But you know what I mean? Like, given our current circumstances, that's the value play we're going to get out of it. Might as well take it now. Well, when you got 3 attended healers and 3 core celebrants, yeah, Unity's going to look pretty good. That's why I keep trying to find a way to squeeze it in, but I don't know for what. I use the pack beast for Unity? Fair enough. All right, well, we do not have the... I mean, we could take a turn off to Thirst the War Leader, but I just like Celebrant, keep going wide here. What are you going to do about it, Oppo? Next turn, we could go Relic Vial, Pack Beast, or, you know, yeah. You want to use the Thirst? Yeah, there's nothing worth thirsting. The only thing we can thirst is the Banneret. Everything else is 3+. Yeah, War Leader is not even that good for Oppo right now, so I'm content to do this. And Vial is... Yeah, it's a creature. So yeah, the Vial is really sick in this deck because we have these, and maybe this is the reason like we don't need the Unity. Like maybe we'd need Unity if we didn't have a Relic Vial, because that would be some sort of closer for us, but Relic Vial is quite the closer when you have expendable 1/1s. Yeah, those of you who thought holding for a different land was correct, like I did, we would be punished pretty hard for that. Although, probably would have given up and played this, and then been a little bit. Maybe we'd be dead to aggression. The question is, would we be dead to aggression before we gave up and played our land? Yeah, I don't see why we don't just take this. I don't know what they're up to, but I don't like giving up anything here. Jinx says easy block, but I want to do the easy block when we have the Relic Vial out, Jinx. Yeah, I just want to wait for Vial. Heck, we could do... Yeah, I'm going to do Vial first, then Blight Priest. Although we could do Blight Priest and just trigger everything again. Well, you say it's many turns away. It would have been this turn if we didn't draw specifically the Blight Priest. And that's true. We can get cats on their turn if we gain life. So let's thirst the Goma Fata. Although we don't even care about that. Whatever. I'm just gonna say no attacks, and we're gonna sit back on this. I mean, like, we're kind of arguing about how to most overwhelmingly leverage our advantage, right? I mean, Jinx kind of sums it up. Nothing here on their board matters. So we're all talking about different ways to leverage our absurd engine. Our only goal, we just have to not die. We should assume like Dauntless Unity, right? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. They're representing like 27 unblocked. And they do have one pump, 26, 25, 43, 22. They could get 22. Yeah, I'm with... We can just expend cats. I'm kind of with Jinx here. Like, we're just gonna endlessly throw these things out. Why not? You want? Yeah, we can let some through. The Vial. Well, if they pump team, we can't kill it. I mean, we assume they pump, and then nothing's the kill. I think we just do this. I like Jinx's line. I mean, we could take some of this. It's again, I don't know. Maybe this isn't optimal. Right. Like Fenrir, you're probably right. We could let any number of it through and be okay, but we can also block any of it and be okay. My head is having a hard time finding how to avoid what loss we're trying to avoid here and how we're trying to avoid it. Yeah, we can even kill the Vanguard, but we can go Vile Pack Beast now. Yeah, Pack Beast Vile. I just like Vile Chump now, and now we get, now it's stupid, because whenever we chump with a cat, we make new cats. And yeah, we can attack with healers. We're not putting them at harm's way. We might block with the Celebrant. I don't even like that, but yeah, I might even just send, like, I'm going to send the Celebrant. All I'm going to do is block with kitties. I don't really want to put this at risk. We don't need the Celebrant, but I mean, yeah, I guess the Vile means we don't need the Celebrant. Again, this is this is like what I'm saying. It's hard to know exactly the correct way to optimize our situation. And then just block a couple of 4s. We can take all of this. They can pump. It's fine. You could block a Pack Beast too, but you want to block Pack Beast too? You think we're going to lose if we... I guess it doesn't matter. It kind of matters, though. Third kitty doesn't block. It's got no... It can't block. If we block another one, we have to throw Pack Beast. We got Vanguarded here. Still might be correct. Yeah, I'll do it. We can throw away a beast. It's fine. Even Unity doesn't kill us, D. That's the thing. Because we'll get Drain, and the Drain will produce kitties, right? So here's the... This would have been Dauntless Unity for the win. Yeah, let's see. We have lethal anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then sack for the 9. Yeah, absurd. Swing all and do whatever we want. How about, you know, yeah, but swing all and sack is fine. Maybe not. We don't have to be rowdy about anything, but I think that was actually an interesting use case, right, Fenor? While Unity would have like been a more impressive looking play, neither was. It was actually not a. It was an irrelevant use case. You know, a case. A case came up where it didn't matter which one it was. Thank you, Coordinator. Back in. Oh, my record is now accidentally correct. Roddy is a limited resources term that we actually coined in poker. I believe Roddy as a term was something we threw around at the poker table before we threw it around on limited resources, but results-oriented thinking is the enemy. Results-oriented thinking is when it's like if you... you know, you decide based on how a thing ended up whether or not your decisions were correct, when sometimes you make the right decisions and still end up in the wrong place, you know? So Roddy is ROT, results-oriented thinking, and Roddy is the tendency to do that, to be susceptible to letting results dictate your sense of correctness. No white yet. But we got a Vial for 3, we got a Blight Priest for 3. I kind of feel like the deck is so good we should mulligan. Does that make sense? Like, this is how this deck loses, is that a hand like this doesn't get there. It is on the draw. We do have at least something to do on 3. I'll narrowly keep here, but I don't love this. Because the other thing, the heuristic that this is missing on for me is that I'm asking two things of this deck. I want both planes, and I want things to do on turn 2. And so it's very unlikely that we're both going to get the planes on time and the thing that we want to do on turn 2 on time. So that's my concern. Yeah, so Radiantware is expressing that too. Are you mulliganing because of that? I mean, that's the heuristic that's bugging me the most. Is that we are, yeah, it is 50, like our deck is densely packed with that stuff, but we're not guaranteed a better hand either. That's true. This is why this is a tough decision, though. Do a mulligan. That's been my gut was to mulligan. I'm going to go with it. Here's a keep. And now we have to decide what's getting tossed back. I want the healer. I want the Blight Priest. I want the attendant healer. We want the removal. So maybe we throw the swamp. Yeah, we could throw the attendant healer. All right, I'm going to do that because I need to do something. And we have 3 healers. That's one reason I did that. Ooh, Crawling Barrens is interesting. If I, of course, known we'd see that. Are we killing that? I don't think so. Show me I need to. Cardboard Live might be persnickety, but it is not off. I have given it focus, and that might... of course, we rip the lands that make me wish I had pitched a swamp, but so be it. We made the grown-up choice, a grown-up choice. Oh yeah, Blue-White suggests that this is a full squad type deal, but I'm going to go with our healer here. Ooh, maybe not. Oh, they're showing a pause there, so I thought maybe we'd get anti-cogged. Well, well. Okay, I was gonna go ahead and use a Thirst. We'll use a Vanquish instead. It's uses the Mana Bore and leaves our better removal back. I'm going to go ahead and Blight Priest and attack. If they want to make this trade before the Sky Maul gets equipped and before they have a second wizard, I'm down. Fenner's like kill Diviner. I'm going to offer a trade. You don't want it to get equipped at all? I was figuring go ahead and re-equip and then we thirst it and then they've spent more equip mana. That's fair. I was thinking we might just kill the second wizard though, like this. Yeah, let's just kill wizard and get in for 6. We get to start Baronsing soon. Basically try to get there with this. And now are they going to race or are they going to stay back on D? Yeah, they're staying back on D. That's not bad for us. And now 6 mana. I can develop the Barons or I can play a Shepherd. Can play a Pack Beast ahead of the Shepherd and get more life, but our life total isn't really what matters right now anyway, right? And this needs... Oh, well, here's an argument for Baronsing, is that it can make the mana for itself. We can go Pack Beast, activate Barons, and then max our mana. I'm gonna do that. But can we win in 2 turns through a 5/4 diviner? How are we winning in 2 turns through that? I don't see that. What I like here is that we can put 2 counters on the Barons now, play Shepherd next turn, then untap and be able to threaten a 4/4 land, a 3/4 flyer, and then 2, 3, and 2 on the ground. Although now it's a little more wide matchup, but this is where we can make use of our Barons over... Okay, if they're going to do that, that actually sets us up for attacks. That's interesting. So now we can send in healer after we play Shepherd. I think we can play Shepherd after combat even. Send in healer, offer a trade. Heck, send in Pack Beast too, right? Well, Pack Beast would just trade off with something. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, if we swing with the Beast, we got to play the Angel. Although, yeah. But the party type doesn't really matter except for Shepherds. I'm going to go... Shepherd. Healer for sure, and yeah, Pack Beast. That's fine. What, like, do block your blocks. Oh, it could be Veil. That could be the instant they showed that, or maybe it was just Deliberate that they've had the whole time. But Veil could suck here. Shelter. Now we're got such a life lead that they can't really be aggressive, and the Barons can take over. Ooh, nice. Barons, we're going to grow, though. I want it to be a clean attack. We're just going to play Pack Beast and grow the Barons and pass. Yeah, if they start getting life gain off the Maul, that could be tough. But right now, we're racing our Barons getting bigger versus them finding something better to wear this Maul. They cannot move Maul. What do you mean by that? They need 8 mana. What? Why would they need 8? Yeah, but if they found something they could make big and lifelinky, we're saying they could maybe justify attacks and making themselves vulnerable to Shepherd. Yeah, like, there you go. Right now, the healer does not have lifelink, though. Whew. Interesting. No blocks. You think it's resolute? Yeah, land and move. Do we offer the barons now? If we send in barons, they could block with healer and stalker, only lose the healer, but then we lose our barons. Whereas one more... You think we swing all? Yeah, they do have to double block. Okay, we have to do it that way, huh? I'm worried about our life total, but... we'll do this. And do what we gotta. Pack Beast is nice. Now, if we find any life gain, we get him to 2, and then any of our creatures is lethal. And if they don't come up with a third blocker, then we're lethal anyway. But something that gains us some life is ideal, because then we only need to connect with one creature. All right, takedown should do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, activate. Take action. And we could go for the healer, but might just want to go for the thing that's smaller in case they come up with removal and response, and we just need to get a couple things through. You want to go for the healer, Jinx? Or do you want to go for Diviner? Yeah, I think Diviner is the safest play, right? No response, though, so I think we got it. Yeah, they didn't have a second cleric to give that thing lifelink, so they didn't have any life gain that we could see. Yeah, we beat a turn 3 Sky Maul, or turn 4, something like that. Very nice. See you, Herschel. Thanks for hanging. Keep. Good looking keep. Healer, Vial, Attended Healer. Or Healer, Celebrant, Attended Healer. How about that instead? Then we find our 4th and 5th lands and go Vial, Blood Priest on 5. Or Shepherd of Heroes. Yeah, go for a Celebrant here. They might have... The blue-black especially is kind of an anti-cog type deck. If we were really worried about anti-cog, we could play the Relic Vial. That plays around anti-cog. It keeps us off of... lifelink healer, though. Jinx just wants to go for the Celebrant. Well, if you take them off of anti-cog on 2, they might not have anti-cog windows for many turns to come. All right, I'll do it. I just thought I'd talk that out. This is what our risk is. There was a pause there. Is there anything that they could flash in that actually is a blowout? They can flash in a bounce off, right? But they can't flash in something that blows it out, right? Yeah, I knew that was possible, but this is what I mean. Duelist isn't a blowout. That's a bit of a blowout, losing our Cleric's Life Bond to the graveyard, but we have 2 ways to get that back in Thwart the Grave and Blood Beckoning. And we found our 4th land, so that's cool. And we're going to start making kitties. This is where the healer could get blown out, but now we have the engine going, so I don't know. Could Celebrant be blown out? How could Celebrant be blown out? It can't really, right? 2-1 flash isn't enough, but they can't do anything. Herschel says don't, but you gotta tell me what they could have that makes it bad. Well, tell me what the risk is. You say it's not worth the risk. So Subtle Strike? Subtle Strike, let's see. If they Subtle Strike, this is a 0-3 being blocked by a 2-2. Subtle Strike still doesn't do it. And they only have mana for 1 Subtle Strike. Subtle Strike plus Duelist, I'm going to risk. If they have Subtle Strike plus Duelist, freaking fine. Oh no! Here we go. Okay, they have Duelist. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Mainly as a Celebrant I didn't want dead. They can do whatever they want to this healer. All right, that's rough. We go with the... I kind of want Vial here. Because if with the Vial, then we get the whole chump sequencing, right? And we have creatures. We can get creatures back from the graveyard. This is interesting. Attendant Healer keeps the chain going. But if they have another Mind Drain, they could get our Vial. Do we care about that? I think we have to risk them getting the Vial for a second healer, right? And they can't do anything about any of this, right? I mean, I don't think there's anything for a single black anyway. Take down, take down. That's good. Need 1 more land to really get it going. We can... Cute Swarm, very good, Wang, very good. You like Takedown as a land? No. No. Not playing Takedown as a land. But we can Vial and Chump. Let's do that. I can even send in one. You want it? You want it? Want it? You can take it. Want to kill it? Aww. I'm going to be greedy, obviously. I mean, I say obviously not that it's obvious that you should be greedy, but obviously I am being greedy because I want to use this takedown as removal. They might though. I like giving it a chance to. So let's start. I never have played it. I don't know the deck where this belongs. I like that. And then we have a vial for their turn. Make more kitties. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to send all the 1/1s now. But there's something to take down, right? I mean, like lifelink, something that could counteract our distance racing. Is this an engine, gang? Do we have an engine here? Oh, no, we didn't before. Now, though, now we have an engine. We could take out the Gloom Hunter. Well, why do we need a 5th land? If we're at a spot where the Gloom Hunter is doing nothing for our opponent, why do we, quote, need anything? I'm killing the bat. I'm sending cats. And leaving the healer back, though. Just send kitties. Never needed the takedown as spell or land, really. I'm just trying to play enough healers till my opponent gives up. Now it's just GG, right? Because everything that dies pings. That's a lot of duelists. They still don't... Now they can take the healer, but they still have 7 if they do, 7 if they don't. Blocked or unblocked, each of these is effectively... I mean, they need to like chump to not die. But it's all... It doesn't really matter. We'll do it this way. Yeah, there was some... This is a weak-looking rogue deck, all things considered. Oh, so they did live. All right. Well done, Oppo. I don't know how that math worked. Oh, I guess because they had a 1/4 that they could bounce off of. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't worried. They had no recovery plan there. Yeah, the duelist shrinking did make the difference. It added a blocker that chumped without killing. Yeah, we gotta watch out for those crackbacks at 41. I'm gonna keep. We are 1 land, 2 lands away from doing massive stuff, but good enough to keep. Yeah, only asking for one thing, any land to get going, and then a second land eventually to get the healers going. Obviously, with our stack of 2s, we'd like to hit the board on 2, but this is fine. Better than fine. This is crazy good combos here. Do we end up with any rares? I don't think we have a rare in the deck. This might be one of my better rare-free decks that I've ended up with. Yeah, we have no rares, and this is one of my better decks in the format, so there's that. Light Priest, you're a welcome sight. We don't have the black for you yet, buddy, but hang in there. I'll take a Barons even. At least this gets... Oh, yeah. Sorry, you're right. Barons is a rare. Barons is a rare. I just looked at my spells and didn't see a rare, but the lands were hidden. It counts, though. That's a rare for sure. Vial. I'm going to go with Celebrant number 2. Good to race a Boros deck with a double Celebrant situation. We could cut it, but it makes the deck better, so we're leaving it in. But I understand your point. This deck would be awesome without the rare, is the point. Do need to get some... I'll even take a Plains here, or that... We've been talking about the Barons. Maybe just draw that. Yeah, all right. So, like, the worst thing that could be happening to us is happening. We'll see if this costs us a game here, but so far, I don't regret the... I mean, I'm not going to regret the choice. I think the keep was correct. It's just not playing out for us right now. We got time, I think, but I'm worried. Okay, I don't mind that. Help us out. Help us out. One step closer. It won a game faster. We don't know. Yeah, I guess we would have lost that game without the Barons, probably, right? Come on now, deck. Swamp us. Thank you. Thank you, deck. Let's go healer and get that going, and then maybe Blight Priest next turn. We want to get wide against Boros here, so we can do some chumping. We also got the Vial already, so we can immediately start chumping with cats to make another cat. No, it's that's what's amazing. Whenever you gain life for the first time each turn. This is now a reading stream. Nah, it's not. Don't worry. Yeah, also the your turn stuff was pretty rampant in... What was it? Was it the core set recently that did a lot of your turn stuff? Well, they got an Air Force developing, but we've got so much developing of our own. I think I just play the Rogue as land here, honestly. We want to unlock this hand a little more, and the Rogue's not really doing much for us anyway. So we'll drop this as land and play the healer. And this is going to really depress our opponent. Well, if it was Unity, honestly, Jinx, it's still pretty darn good. If this is Unity, right now, this is still in our hand. We've got 4 land, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures with a pump your team spell in hand. So, you know, they're, again, both obviously very, very useful. We don't, I mean, again, what do we need? We could use more black, but you're talking about would we rather, and I'm saying it's not clear to me that this is even better than Unity in this spot. Shouldn't I be using Vial on end of turn? I haven't had the mana to do that yet, East. I'd rather deploy to the board than use 2, but maybe I'm not thinking that through. Maybe I should be drawing a card now. I certainly like it next turn. I like Blight Priest, hold up Vial next turn. Oh, you were thinking it was free. Yeah, it's 2 mana to do that. There is our rare. We'll get that out no matter what. I want to get that growing. Yeah, we can still do... I'm still going to hold off on Vile shenanigans, and we'll go Blight Priest. Yeah, we could also just hold up the Relic rather than Blood Priesting. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Yeah, let's just... Actually, let's... I'm going to hold up the Vial because sacking a cat on their turn just does that whole chain again. Yeah, just holding Relic is clearly correct to me. We don't need to attack again. We just kind of sack stuff until they break up our combo. If they kill the Blight Priest, then we just have Blood Beckoning and Thwart. I mean, this is bonkers. Might even next turn go, like, Blood Priest, sack the Blood Priest, Thwart. You know, there's a lot of things we can do here. It feels like we're doing something silly and constructed level busted while our opponents are playing limited decks, you know? Yeah, I would get smacked in constructed. It's not a good constructed deck, but it's doing constructed-like things, right? Well, maybe it's doing old-school constructed-like things. These days, it's constructed is doing some sickly powerful stuff, but nonetheless. Or doing it, right? Getting away with something and or doing it is the way they like to call it there. We're gonna go, we're gonna sack something besides the priest so we get to trigger on the priest first. Sack a kitty. And then the priest can die and we'll just bring it back one way or another here. Never mind, we'll just play our other Blight Priest. I'm not doing the math, I'm just playing clerics and watching the pretty effects happen. This deck is dumb. And for those of you who came late, pack one, pick one. We passed the gold rare cleric. We took the premium removal, and actually our deck is probably better for it. Would anybody swap that at this point? Anybody want to trade Blood Chief's Thirst for the rare cleric? I'm not even sure. I think the Blood Chief's Thirst might be more important to this deck. Hey, Tristan, good game. You have you went up against the buzzsaw of what I think is the best deck I've drafted in the format. I don't think so. I didn't try to. I just opened the deck to look at it. I didn't click anything. Oppo going first. I'm going to keep and be greedy enough to not play takedown as land unless we don't have a third land by the second turn. Then we'll consider it. Mostly today, Tristan, has been us arguing about whether the line we're talking about is the 97% win line or the 98% win line. It's been like, how do you want to win this game has been the exercise so far. Or yeah, trying to come up with how we lose is like okay, how could we lose from here? How do we first let's identify how we could lose, then play around it. You'd go take down on one, huh, Jinx? Why? You gotta. I think you should be more greedy with your splans than that. Like, that would have been a big mistake if we'd played this as a tap land on one. We have a good removal spell in hand instead now. We're gonna go Celebrant on 3. But you didn't even have a curve. Like, if you had a 2-drop, maybe I'd be with you, like if you had a curve, but in order to get punished, you'd need to have to not draw a land and draw a 2-drop. And even then, you're not punished. You play the 2-drop, and you still have a chance at a third land. I don't know. I think you might need to assess that risk level, Jinx. I think you're. I'm not saying I'm sure correct. I know it's a tough call on when to play these lands, but it feels like that's a leak if you're playing Spland on turn 1 in that spot. I don't know. Maybe others in chat have opinions on that, but. Oh, you're late, Cleric. Yeah, I think that's really interesting. I'm quite surprised that I may be in the minority. I don't know. I don't think that's true though, Jinx. Why does the risk of a dead turn 3 hurt this deck for like? I don't know. I don't know. Well, here we could. They don't have another wizard yet. We could pack beast and take down the diviner right now. We could even let's life's bond take down diviner. Yeah, I like bond diviner, take down diviner. And I like Celebrant as blocker, threatened blocker. Bubble Snare. Well, we'll find our vial and sack that for value at some point. And here, let's go Blight Priest. And then next turn we may be able to pack Beast, Vanquish, or just start shepherding. Yeah, draw was especially a factor there, right, Spooky? I just felt like we had so many draws to find what we're looking for. Oppo's got to be disappointed that they had to cast this for no kick on 5, looking for their 6th land, but they found it. All right. Going to town now, everybody. So dumb. Like, this has been this deck all day so far. It's just like, oh, here's some stuff I'll play. What's happening? Oh, they're getting wrecked. Like, that's just... Oh, triggers! Ah! I shouldn't get cocky. We can run into enough removal. If they kill the right stuff, it falls apart. But we're now getting to the point where we have so many of the key components out that it's going to be tough on them. Because now if they kill our engine, we have 3-4 flyers to follow. And then somewhere in the deck, we have reanimation stuff for the engine parts they kill. So they need to get super aggressive here and have that work out, basically. I guess a pack beast over vanquishing anything is fine. Definitely one beast. I guess 2. The only reason to wait would be if we wanted to be sure to get Core Celebrant, or be sure to get Attended Healer triggers next turn. But, whatever. I'm going to do double beast. We just don't get a... We'll just be 1 cat short, but we'll have a beast to turn early. And then they're nice with the shepherd, too. We'll get big life. Yeah, we can start life-linking kitties for sure. Life-linking pack beasts to make kitties, that is. Or we can just do this. Sure. Like... Pow, 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 pow. 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 Trigger, trigger, trigger. Ping, ping, ping. What's going on? I don't know. Are you dead yet? I'm good at magic. Yeah, good at magic. Oh my god, I don't want to play this deck in real life. We'd have to do math, Jinx. Yeah, pow, 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 pow. Pow, 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 pow. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, 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 pow. 1, 2, 3 blockers for 1,000,000 attackers. Yeah, I'm doing this one for Oppo.
Is this a dead man, Doctor?
Very dead, Mr. Spock.
I don't think we've lost yet. I don't think we've ended the game under at 20 or fewer life. Oh, we ended one game at 19? Ah, darn it. Yeah, we can do a profit meme now. Yeah, we needed our Baron to beat their Maul, right? Here we are again. I'm gonna keep. This is maybe where I might... Oppo's going first again, so we at least get to see what we draw. Maybe we'll find a Plains and then I'll be greedy on the Rogue. but then we get to have the same discussion. Do we want to play this as a land? Let's say we don't draw a land. Do you want to play this as land to guarantee Blight Priest on 3, or do you want to be greedy about a rogue? Now that we have a vial, so that we have even more to do on 3, we got this to do on 3 and this to do on 3. I like this as a land this time. The vial really helped solidify it for me. I think I would have been there anyway, but having another thing to do on 3 made a big difference to me there. Yeah, we're going to save this as long as possible. Get some more pack beasts out, and this gets even better. Well, they got the start. Do they make a 2-drop? Yeah. Well, 1-drop. Still pretty decent. Nice one, Oppo. Gonna go with Blight Priest here. On the one hand, we kind of expose it to removal early, but it's better to build our board, I think, than Vial. Really? You like Vial? I like Priest. Next turn we get to go Pack Beast, other Priest, and do a whole bunch. Oh. Never mind. Well, we got a nice looking red-black party deck here, looking to try and make things difficult for us. I'm not going to take 3 here. What would be the benefit of waiting? We wait until we get, like, Vial, but then we quote gain it back, but this gets a dead Electromancer. Let's not undervalue the dead Electromancer. All right, that was nice to see. Pack Beast into Blood Priest into Shepherd into Vial could be a nice recovery plan. Yikes, that's no good for us. We got a lot of 1 toughness in the deck, so this is a problem. But Shepherd could get there, and if we can drop the Vial, then at least we can draw a card off of off the dead stuff, right? Or we can draw a card off anything. We can at least sack, yeah. No block. You say Shepherd is next, but honestly, with the Sorcerer out, I think the Vial might be next. Or we say we're basically saying they get to pick something off if we play the Shepherd now. We're at 20. I'm going to play Vial. I think this is good. Now we can, if they ping, we get a card. Yeah, I don't know what you mean, Jinx. Being able to get a card off of a ping is definitely making the Sorcerer worse. It doesn't make the Sorcerer bad. I think there's no question about that. There is a question about whether we go for a block and trade here. And I kind of feel like we're supposed to... Oh, no, they gave it unblockable. That's why. Yeah, I was going to block if we could, but we can't. So that's fine. They guided it. They guided it. That's the combo that people like that I've not really gotten going much, I think. I'm not as high on the sneaking guide as many are, and I really think this is the combo that gets people going on it. All right, healer's nice too. We get to play the healer with land and have the vial still up, so we're going to do healer now. If we find a land off the top, we get to shepherd and have vial up. If we don't, we can at least shepherd or find some other action to keep the vial up, probably. Well, they get them both. But let's do this first so we get some healer action. Oppo has a great looking deck. It's really, I mean, the mall gave us a good run for our money, but that was kind of like a one card problem. This has just been a good deck problem we're facing this time, which at, 5-0 is kind of where you'd expect it. Boy, we might actually take a loss with our sweet deck. It happens, I guess. It's still Magic. Drawing too much land now ain't helping. But we at least get Shepherd plus Vial. Jinx, are you seriously... who are you fighting against, Jinx? Nobody said Sorcerer was weak. Anybody say Sorcerer is weak just because we have Vial? Raise your hand if you think the Sorcerer is weak just because we have the Vial. Who are you arguing against, Jinx? We said the Vial makes it worse. It does. Nobody said it was weak. That's where you need to listen. Nobody said it was weak, Jinx. You're making up stuff. Oh, I'm not like I'm figuring if we win, if we have any hope, if we come back and win this game, like we're world champs. It's just hard to communicate sometimes, and that's where Magic is that way. Trying to communicate about power level is tricky business. Yeah, thwart would help. That doesn't hurt. Yeah, we just need that combo part back. I mean, we need either some reanimation for the combo parts or just draw some fresh ones off the top. But this deck is good because it's so redundant in its combo parts. So we absolutely have the chance to find the parts to regain our foothold here. I think thwart is perfect. Which one are they going for? All right, so we'll sack that one. They're all tapped out now, so we can safely block the Sorcerer. Save 3 at least. Oh, except we're dead. Never mind. All right, we took a loss from a good deck. It happened. And no, they had to have removal for every one of our combo parts, and then we had to not draw, and then we drew blanks. I mean, like it was we were not far off from stable there. We had many outs to stable for like 1 or 2 draws there. I agree, Jinx. I would take ours over theirs from what I saw. We got a little unluckier than they did that time with 2 great decks. Missing 2s, but I like this otherwise. We get some of our removal proofness, and we get all of our colors and Barons to boot. A 2-drop, and we'd be basically perfect here. No need to show him the Barons yet. Two drop. Oh, I thought it was. Oh, there it is. It helped us have a you're late 2-drop scenario. We'll go Celebrant here on 3 though. With Celebrant, if it lives, we get to play Cleric and it immediately gets a counter. We'll see if we want to do that though. We might draw something that suggests an alternative path. That hardly does that. Really, yeah, I guess, you know, the only thing we could do is Vial, but we don't want to do that yet. Just Life Spawn, that's fine. We get a Shepherd next turn, backed up by a Beckoning, so if they kill it, we would get it back, although we're up against white-blue, which is mostly dealing with stuff via enchantments in this format. But Relic Vial says we can sack anything from underneath that, and actually Relic Vial is great against enchantment removal because you get to get your card back. Not going to block anything. Everything here is too valuable to us. Cliff Claven is here. Pack Beast is here. Let's go. We can go Shepherd. We could also go Pack Beast, Relic Vial, and have Shepherd next turn. Then if something dies, we get the drain going. Let's do that. I'm gonna go Beast Vial. Yeah. Was Vial supposed to be first? But Vial is just one when stuff dies, so I don't think order mattered there. If it did, I didn't think it through then. Field research is good and bad. It means they're probably not messing with our stuff, but them drawing cards is a way that they could come back, they could win this. They could outdo our advantage with cards. The willingness to send Farsight, but not Cliff Claven, suggests that they probably don't have anything for that, or that anything they have would still lead to a dead sellsword. I'm just going to take it. Yeah, we just talking it through, but like part of the strength of our deck is that we gain so much life that if they don't kill our stuff, we're gonna recover pretty handily. We could Vanquish and hold up Vial. But I like Shepherd and give them a chance to use whatever they've got on it. And then if it dies, we have the Beckoning. Five, still not worth attacking with. When we have Vanquish ready, it will be. If we can Vanquish through a double block. Yeah, nothing on their board is worth vanquishing, but I would vanquish anything for a 2-for-1, right? This is the first day that Kaladesh has lost the voting since it has been available, Robert. I don't think we're done with it. It just lost the voting today. And yeah, I'm going to give them, and I'm going to let them, I want them to mill us, given the blood beckoning, and I want them to attempt to get the Shepherd. Go for it. We just want to blood beckoning it back. Oh, too bad. One of the few things we could mill besides that we didn't want milled. Land, I don't mind milling because it gets it out of our way, but that's our premium removal. That's too bad. Also too bad that the Cleric is reset, but it's not... I mean, this is how this deck is going. I still don't feel too under pressure here. We're going to wait even on the Shepherd. I'm just going to start with replaying the Cleric and holding up the Vanquish. Maybe we just Vanquish the Captain here. And we also have the Barons we can start growing. But if we Vanquish the Captain, we have a... pretty... and we still have the Vial. Yeah, let's just Vanquish now. We could even sack something to the Vial to draw a card just to Blood Beckoning kicked and get Shepherd plus you know, Core Celebrant or whatever. Or maybe just the Pack Beast for easy recasting. And because of that, I will block with the Celebrant this time. Maybe even block with the Cleric. We can make the Cleric a 4/4 at instant speed. So given our Blood Beckoning, I'm kind of in for blocking away here. Yeah, they're only sending the flyer anyway. Let's see, maybe they'll mill us something to beckon. What's Oppo's combo potential? I'm going to do it. Let's Pack Beast away and get another counter on the Cleric, and then have something to get back with Blood Beckoning. Takedown. Oh, yeah, I thought you meant... yeah, I mean, Roost is a one-card combo in that way. I thought you meant maybe they had, like, some Celebrant Cleric-style combo. I'm going to play the land. That gives us 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could do Blood Beckoning and 2 spell. Well, let's start here anyway. Yeah, we play a Beast and then we leave up Takedown and Vial, right? With Takedown, I can send in the Cleric, and if they don't triple block, we get them. If they do triple block, they get us, but we get... if they triple block, we get... we're still happy. It's a 3 for 2, so I'm doing it. Silas says, why? I mean, we do want them dead, right? Because I don't think they'll triple block. And if they do, I think it's actually fine for us. That's why. Yeah, blocks well. It also attacks well. And we have more reanimate. I'm fine with this. I think this is a good use of our resources. Yeah, shelter would mess this up. We are taking a shelter risk. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, that was the idea. We tried taking out the Farsight Adept, and then we 3 for 2. We 3 for 2 with a spell land, mind you. So we 3 for 2 with a land draw, basically. Vial the Pack Beast. Yeah, I could have done that too. Good call. Jinx had a different line that still gets the play and leaves us with a removal spell in hand instead of a Pack Beast, an extra Pack Beast on board. Oh, that's true. If we'd already gained the light, well, was it on? Can't remember now. Yeah, right. We already had gain life. That's true. We already gained life. 5, 6, 7, 8. So now let's go Pack Beast, Shepherd. Yeah, next turn, we can play the Cleric and start Baron pumping. Scary, we need the Shepherd to live now. Everybody's playing the Archpriest except us. We got this in our board. Not good enough for our team. And with, we can play the land, don't even need to, right? We have Vial and land without playing it. We do have card draw. I'm gonna, what does it do for us? I guess with double Baron activations, we should just play land. If we get nothing but land off the top of our library, we'll want to be double activating Barons ASAP. Yeah, it does. The land is how we want it, you might say. Shepherd is pretty darn good for him, but we still bounce off in the air. Yeah, I think we can sack a Pack Beast for cards anyway. I think that's correct. We could sack the 1/3. The 2/1s are better blockers. Or sorry, yeah, the 1/3 is maybe worth less to us with more Shepherds waiting. And so I'm gonna do the sack, but we are gonna do the Cleric, the 1/3. I like that. $17 to our 17s. We got to watch that a little. Oh, to our 16. Yikes. Hey, Matt. That's my buddy Matt. Healer's great because now we can start sacking kitties to make more kitties. So we're going to play this land, and then next turn we have sack a kitty, make a kitty, do some draining, build a Barons. We can drain? What do you mean? Yeah, we're going to drain, Scotty, but we want to do it on their turn to get a new kitty, right? If that's what you mean, like, use drain with the Vial. Also, we can block and sack. blocking and sacking on their turn with a vial with a token is like mwah, chef's kiss how we're trying to do this thing. Meme machine. Let me... Did I ever give you your blah, 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 East? Can't remember. I feel like I've played that meme enough, but if I owe anybody, let me know. All right, so yeah, now we kill a kitty, make a kitty draw a card. Try to get him. I mean, we are shooting to the bottom of our deck faster, but I think we are doing broken enough things that we will beat them without decking. As we draw cards, the gun will be continued to assemble, right? And now we have a double activation on Baron. Well, they've got an endless flow of chumps, potentially. But they can just chump it forever. That's the real Baron trick, I think. You want to ping on their turn? Why ping on their turn? Like, what do you mean, math? Sack on their turn? We already got our first life gain value out of the healer, so I'm gonna just save it for the next turn. Because here we get a ping, a card, and a cat. Oh, double activate. Oh, over double activate. Yeah, I'm saying we could double activate, but I'm with you. Yes. Look, slow play to get him to scoop. Sorry, Oppo, I'm talking to chat. I think somebody made one and I haven't hooked it up. I have a lot of meme work waiting for me, let me tell you. Apologies to Duncan and Hat for their work that I have not picked up. Well, the problem is you gave me dealer's choice. If you just told me what to play, it would already have been played, Robert, but you're making me think, so this is your fault. Here, I'll do this one since I don't think it's a fan favorite and I don't think it's muted.
Welcome to Miller Time. It's through here. It's yours and mine.
Yeah, I think Oppo should have played for the decking out for sure. Well, here we are again with a tricky opener, but I'm going to keep again. This just looks too okay to me. We have Priest, which is so critical, and Vial, so critical. Baron's obviously good. It's not that we have need for white that we don't have. It's that we don't have an early, our early game is a little bit weak. All we've got for our early game really is a Blight Priest. But, there's cards in our deck and we're going to draw them. So let's keep it. There we go. That takes care of our planes. Now give us a 2-drop. 2-drop! Yeah! Coming up Millhouse, I guess. I think I could have come in under an hour. Well, this is a spot where the Flash Rogue actually does get the Pack Beast, so I'm going to play the Priest and pass. I especially with the pause here, showing us that they have something. I'm not going to... Okay, never mind. Well, they could still have it. Now, though, we have a Blood Beckoning that we could kick to get this back, so I'm going to send the Pack Beast. If they kill it, then we get something to kick, something to get with the kick. Argument here for Blood Beckoning on 1 to get the Blight Priest back to do something this turn. We could just play the Vial, though, and then Shepherd next turn and hold out for a little longer. Oppo is showing Oppo Mill, which means we're likely to get some fodder for the Blood Beckoning if we just let them do their thing for a little bit. So I'm going to go Vial, no value. Or let's get the Crawling Barons going. I don't think we're attacking with this next turn, but, you know, we'll leave that open. Barons and Activate is interesting, but I think it's worth getting the Vial down. The Blood Beckoning just is... I'm kind of into this mill. Like, yeah. What are our options? Sweet. We get a Attended Healer and a Blight Priest back. Trouble is we want all of that. Now, though, what about... If we Shepherd here, we can kick this and play a 2-drop next turn. So I'm going to go for the Shepherd. It also threatens to block the Diviner. Doesn't really threaten to block the Stinger. And we could offer the Pack Beast since they don't have a Wizard out. Might as well. I'm not going to put the Pack Beast in front of the Stinger, so I might as well attack with it. Yeah, I'm not gonna, though. They can have the Stinger attack still. Yeah, that's true. We could, but I have stuff I want to beckon already. I really want to get that Healer Blight Priest back. Interesting. Maybe they did that just because if they don't have an answer to the Shepherd, they figure the Diviner is never tussling with the Shepherd. Of course, they can crack back for 3. Pretty easy. Pack Beast Swamp there. And then now we have that. Interesting. Yeah, unfortunately our removal is being got pulled, but I like Blood Beckoning back our bestest stuff here. And that means to me this and the Healer. And we can attack. I'm not going to block the Stinger. Celebrant plus Healer. Yeah, maybe I needed... I figured I could get the life gain off of the activation on Healer, but maybe Celebrant Healer was better. These are both payoffs, and the Celebrant is the generator, so... That was my thinking, that we could lifelink stuff, but you got a good point. Now we're going to go Healer... We do got to do something about the Stinger, or we could just lose to that completely. A lot of different suggestions out there. if we do healer, the thing with if we wait on healer, if we wait on blood priest until healer's out, then we get a free kitty without having to do activation. So let's do, yeah, I like priest and beast, and then we might find the land to set up the next turn. And we can even potentially threaten to block here, although we won't. Yeah, I don't know if they attack. I mean, they're a 9, right? This is real. Although that kind of lets them attack with a stinger, right? Yeah, they get a stinger attack there. We have to block? Why do we have to block? Can you all... I don't understand why... Like, this is where... You say, for sure, we have to. I don't understand. Why do we have to do anything? We're at... Our deck is at 19 cards. I don't know. Well, explain yourself, Jinx. Why do we have to block that? Doesn't feel like something we have to do. Here... I'm less excited, but now at least we go... I'm going to go healer, and now I'm willing to block with, like, a pack beast or something. Because... We get the vial-based life gain that'll give us kitties. Yeah, we'll play this as land. That's fine. Blocks make cats. Attacks make cats. We can just send the pack beast on attacks. And what are they gonna... If they block, we're happy, right? And do that. It also gives us a kitty, and we can potentially do this again on their turn. Now we have infinite chumps for the stinger. Well, they get our blood priest, but I like our spot now. Yeah, now it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, there's no reason not to block that. We can keep playing land so that we can barons and sack stuff. We could even sack now and still get the kitty to have a block next turn, and we might find something we want to play. So let's go. Let's main phase. Oh yeah, we can just send the kitty too. Start by sending it. I like it. Send kitty, then decide what to do. They didn't really make a mistake there. They were kind of damned if they do, damned if they don't. Yeah, maybe there was a lethal I missed there, but we got there. I didn't really think about looking for a lethal attack because I just instinctively didn't want to risk these two combo cards, but probably a mistake not to look for the possibility of lethal. Thank you, Cardinator. Well, we even got some gems. I got to make note of that. Let's make note of the gem grind of 20. That was a heck of a deck. I I could never predict 7 wins on average, but if there was ever a 7-win deck I've had in the format, that one screamed like it should be. The combo pieces were nuts. We only lost when an opponent had enough removal to take care of all of our combo pieces, and we then failed to, and we flooded out a bit. Like, we still had, even after Oppo had taken care of all our combo pieces, we still had outs to completely refresh it all and retake over the game. So quite the deck. Let's hop to Soapbox and thank our YouTube friends for hanging out for that one. Really appreciate it. Had a lot of fun today with that. Really just got hooked up in the draft and made it work in the games. A lot of that felt like sleepwalking through Magic, just like casting stuff and watching the triggers fly. Wow. So thanks for watching, YouTube. We'll catch you at the next draft. See ya. Here, I'll claim a prize. Maybe there's a... I don't think we have the packs to open here, but you never know. Oh, this is... Oh, look, we have some. Here, I'll do this for our YouTube friends. This is a side account where I don't open packs all that much, because I'm not really doing collection building here. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. 1 pack at a time. Who does that? All right, now for real. Thanks, YouTube. We'll catch you later.